Hello everyone! Today we are going to paint these lovely marigolds with ruffled wavy petals together. We'll be painting them in two color schemes, yellow and orange. Marigolds may look like they have countless petals, but it becomes so much easier once you divide the large bloom into three main sections. When viewed from the side, it forms a structure like this. The innermost petals face upward, the middle petals face sideways, and the outermost bottom petals spread wide open facing downward, forming a three-tiered structure. For this project, we'll break it down into a 5-step sketch process and a 3-step painting process using the indicated colors. Let's start with the sketch first. To set the flow and direction of the flower, draw an angled reference line for the stem. Then sketch the outer circle to set the overall size. Follow the same method for the orange marigold by drawing an angled reference line and an outer circle. Next, add the smallest inner circle. Since the viewing angle for the orange flower is a bit higher up, place its inner circle slightly higher as well. Now, let's draw the petals. Starting from the center of the innermost circle, draw petals radiating outward in all directions. Give the petal tips a wavy, ruffled look, naturally mixing large and small petals as well as overlapping ones. Next, layer the middle petals. Draw the front petals larger and make them gradually smaller toward the back to create depth. Vary the size and direction of the petals as you build up the layers. Finally, draw the outer petals that spread out the widest. Start by placing a center petal as a guide, then make the surrounding petals gradually overlap or get smaller toward the sides. Complete the sketch for the orange flower in the exact same sequence. Once the flower heads are set, give the stem its thickness and draw simple guidelines for the leaves. Follow the guidelines to draw the detailed, pointed leaf shapes. When the sketch is complete, erase the flower guidelines and clean up the overall shape lightly. Now, let's move on to painting. The color swatches we'll use are listed beforehand, so it's a good idea to test them out on a small scrap piece of paper before working on the main piece. Step 1 is the base wash. Wet the flower area with water, then start with a light coat of yellow light at the top and gradually build up the paint tone as you work your way down. For the orange flower, apply a bright base wash mixing yellow deep and orange on the highlight areas, and blend in vermilion and brown red toward the bottom. Step 2 is adding midtones. It might look complex, but it's simply repeating one core wet on red technique. Once the base wash is dry, wet the outer petals with water first before applying color. Apply a darker paint tone mixed from yellow deep and Van Dyke brown onto the inner base of the petals, then gently soften it outward with a clean water brush. You are laying down color and then softening the edges with your water brush. Do the same for the middle petals. Use yellow deep mixed with a touch of Van Dyke brown, and you can also add just a hint of orange. Dab the color onto the inner part and let it blend out naturally with your water brush. For the orange bloom, wet the outer petals with water, drop in the color, and gently feather it out with a water brush. For the middle petals, mix orange and vermilion to match the midtones. This will build up a clear 3-tiered value structure across the bloom. Now let's detail each individual petal. The technique is identical. The only difference is that you'll use smaller brushstrokes and less paint, gently softening them with your water brush. Move your brush in various directions, following the direction and texture of the petals. It requires a lot of care and devotion, but the more touch-ups you add, the more lush and vibrant the flower becomes. If you can use both hands, it makes the workflow much easier. Hold your paintbrush in one hand and your wet water brush in the other, switching between them to save time switching grips. Once the center petal group is mostly detailed, continue working your way down. Use deeper, darker tones for the lower section. Deepen the inner shadows at the base of the petals and add subtle tones to the tips to bring out the 3D volume of the ruffled petals. As you progress, step back to check the overall balance of light and shade. Adding a little more shadow to the dark areas adds depth and makes the shapes pop. Repeat the same process for the orange flower. Keep applying paint and blending it out with water, carefully detailing through the light, mid, and dark tones. You'll feel the flower come alive and gain rich volume as you refine each petal. When the detailing is finished, review the overall piece once more to touch up any missing ruffles or values. Finally, let's paint the stem and leaves. Start with a darker shade right below the flower bloom where the shadow falls. Then rinse your brush and seamlessly pull the color down with a lighter wash. For the leaves, apply a lighter green wash all over first. Then dab dark tones onto both ends to create a rounded 3D volume. Be sure to crisp up the pointed tips of the leaves as a clean finish. Repeat this process for the other leaves. And with that, our 2 marigolds are complete. How did you enjoy painting these marigolds today? Just remember these 2 things. Break the bloom into 3 main masses and step by step repeat the fundamental brushwork. Keeping those 2 tips in mind will make even complex flowers much easier to paint. I hope you all enjoy creating your own beautiful marigolds, and I'll see you in the next tutorial. Bye!